Welcome to my channel, and here we are going to be looking at this particular problem. And I got this question from one of the platforms that I belong, and we are asked to develop this part of the pipe using radial line method. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to work this out, and then we work out the surface development as we're asked to develop this part of the pipe, that is part B. Okay, so distance from here to here is 50 millimeters, and diameter of the pipe is 50 millimeters. So we are going to replicate what we see here, then we'll go on and look at how we can develop this part B using radial line method. Okay, so what we need to do first is to draw a horizontal line, so from here. Okay, then I'm going to draw a vertical line, so I'll just stay around here, so and draw the vertical line, so like this. Okay, so having drawn the vertical line, the next thing that I'm going to do is to take my compass and take 50 millimeters, the first 50 millimeters, so that we have, I will take 50 millimeters. So on this set square, I'm taking 50 millimeters. So this is 50 millimeters. So I put at this point. I put at this point here, and I will draw an arc like this. Okay, so just for the arc to meet the vertical line. So the next that I'm going to do is that I'm going to trisect this arc, and to trisect it, I will put the midpoint of my compass at this point here on the vertical line, and I will make an arc here. And then I will also take the same radius. We are using the radius of this arc to trisect it, so I will put the midpoint here and also make an arc at this point. So alright, so we have trisected it. So the next that I'm going to do is that, as I said, so distance from here to here is 50, and that is the 50 that we use to draw this arc. Then I'm going to add this 50 millimeters and this 50 millimeters together, making 100. So that's the next thing I'm going to, so that I can draw this particular arc. That's what I want to do now. So I will take a measurement of 100 millimeters. 100 millimeters. So this is 100 millimeters here now. Okay, so this is 100. So I will put it at this point here. At this point. Okay. Then I will draw an arc from here to meet this vertical line. Alright. Okay, so we have the arc drawn. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so I'm going to make this line from here to here. I will make it a thick line. Okay. Then I will also make this line a thick line from here to here. Alright, so we have the pipe drawn. Then to now bring out parts A, B, and C, so we are making use of this point here. So I will draw a line from this point. Let me call this point, let me call it point O. So let me call it O here. Okay, so this from point O, I'm going to draw a line from point O. So I will draw it through this point that we have on this small arc. So it goes like this. Okay. Then I will also draw from here. So from point O passing through this arc here. So it goes like this. So here we have, this is part A, or piece A, and this is piece B. And here we have what we have, piece C. Alright, the next thing to do is that so we are going to draw, this is an arc for part B that we want to make its surface development. So this arc here on part B, so let me label this point. So let me call this point, let me call it point P. So this point on part B, so let me call it point P. And this point here, let me call it point Q. So we are going to draw a chord of this arc. That means we are connecting point P and Q together with a straight line. So we join together like this. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to bisect PQ. So you see what I'm going to do with that. So we are going to bisect PQ. We want to get the midpoint of PQ. That's what I want to do. So with my compass like this, so I will draw an arc here. So draw an arc here like this, then putting at this point PQ here. So I will draw an arc here and then draw an arc here. So I will be able to get the midpoint of line PQ. That is called PQ, So I'll just have this point as the midpoint. I just marked it there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to construct a semicircle on PQ. Alright, so with the pinpoint on my compass at this point, and I will extend to Q. So then, and to P here. Alright, so here and to here. So I will draw a semicircle like this. Okay. Then I want to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts. So I put the midpoint on my compass here with the same radius. So I put it here and make an arc here. And then I'll put at this point, then I will make an arc. Then I need to get another point here, so which is the midpoint of this semicircle. So to do that, what I will just do is that this midpoint that I have here on PQ, I will connect together with point O here. This is it. So I will connect it with this, and then it will meet the semicircle at this point. So I have the midpoint of the semicircle. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so the same radius that I use to construct the semicircle, which I used to get this point and this point of the semicircle, I will put it here. Put the pinpoint here, then I will make an arc here and here. Okay, so with what I've done now, so I will just I will connect this point. Connect this point together with this point. So this point also I will connect it together with this point, and also this point I will connect it so together with this point. Also this point I will connect it together so with this point. Alright, so having done that, I'm going to number this point. So I'm going to call this point, this is point 0, so this is point 1. So and then, so I'll call this point, I'll call it point 2. So this is point 3. So this is point 4. This is point 5. And this is point 6. Okay. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do now is that, so every point that we have on this semicircle, I'm going to connect it together with this point O, with a straight line. This is it. So connecting point 5 with point O. So I will draw a line. I will draw a line like this. Okay. Then point 4. So point 4. I will draw a line like this. Then point 2, I've done that of 3 already as the center of the pipe. So here I will draw this, connect it together with this point and point 1. So I will also draw and connect it together with point O here like this. Alright, so we have this. So the next thing that we are going to do is to carry out the surface development. So that's the next thing that we are going to do. So it's very simple. So what we need to do now is that, so come up like this. So here I'm going to draw so horizontal line. Okay, so I will be taking this point here. So this point here is going to serve as point O here. So this thing that we have here is a cone, and this is the curved part of the cone. That is the circular base of the cone. So this part that we have here, that is this arc that we have here. So so what I will do now is that I will take my compass and I will take distance of, so from this point O, I will extend my compass to point Q here. I will extend it to Q here. Okay, so to Q here. So you know that when we draw this arc here, it was 0.0 that we put it, and we took the measurement of 100 millimeters. So if I put it at point Q here, I will get it. It's okay. So if I put it here in the middle here, I will still get the same thing. If I put it at this point P, I'll still get the same. So I'll just take it here. So point Q or point P, anyone that I like. So I will put it at this point O here. So putting it at point O here, then I will draw an arc. So draw an arc like this. Okay. So with this arc that I've drawn, so this arc is the, though I'm still going to do something, so let's just leave it like this for now. So next thing that I'm going to do is that I will take one part of the arc that we have here on the semicircle, anyone that I like. I'm taking from 0 to 1. I can take from 0 to 2 if I like. So I'll just take this. Then this is the initial point. This is point O here. Don't forget that this is a pipe. So normally if we have drawn a circle, we'll have divided it into 12 equal parts. So what I'm saying is that we are going to make 12 arcs on this big arc here. So with the radius that you have taken from 0 to 1 here. So I put at this point, and I will make an arc here. This is 1. So putting it at this point, so this is 2. Then at this point, this is 3. So this is 3. So putting at this point, this is 4. Then here we have 5. I need to. So this is 5. And then this gives us 6. So this is 7. This is 8. Then we have 9. This is 10. This is 11. And then the last one, so 12. So we got it here. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is that, so each of these points I'm going to number. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So this is 4, 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, 11, and then 0. So we move, though we are not given a particular part for the seam, so we are using any parts. Either I use this part or I use this part, it is still the same, so we don't have to worry ourselves about that. So what I need to do now is that I'm going to connect this point to point O. So I will draw a line from here, connect it with point O, and then this point also I will connect it with point O here. So I'm going to pause the video and do the rest. Alright, as you can see, I've drawn the line. So the next thing that we are going to do, so this arc from this 0 to this 0, so is the curve on the circular base of the pipe, of the cone. It becomes a cone now, so of the cone. So for this part B, so it's a cone. So this arc that we have here is the curve on the circular base of the cone. So the next thing that we are going to do is to get the upper part here. So what you just need to do is just what? You just need to put the pinpoint of your compass here and take this distance 50 mm. Distance from here to here is 50 mm. Distance from here to here is 50 mm. So the radius is 50 mm. So just take this 50 mm. So you take it at once. So just once. So just take it at once like this. So if you draw it, we're going to have the same thing. So put it at this point over here. Put it at this point over here, and you draw an arc like this. Okay. So you just draw an arc, so as you see it there. Alright, so having drawn the arc, so to finalize our work, so what we need to do, so as you can see this edge here as a thick line and this edge as a thick line. So what we need to do now, this line here on the on 0, so we make it a thick line from here down like this, and then we also make this a thick line. So from here to here, so it becomes a thick line. So this is the survey development of piece P, as we are instructed to draw the survey development of piece P using radial line method. Thank you and God bless you.